Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into the tech behind those plant identification apps that are popping up everywhere. We're going to look at what's really going on under the hood and how some surprisingly smart AI makes it all feel like magic.
You've been there, right? You're out on a hike, walking through a park, maybe even just looking at your own windowsill, and you see a plant. And that question just pops into your head. What is that? You just have to know.
And that's where an app like Plant Identify comes into play. The promise is so simple and so powerful. It puts a botanist right there in your pocket, ready to go whenever that curiosity strikes. But how on earth does it actually work?
Okay, let's get into the good stuff. We're gonna pull back the curtain on that moment right after you snap the picture. Because what happens next is way more clever than you'd probably guess. For you, the user, it looks dead simple. Step 1, take a photo. Step 2, the app does something. Step 3, you get your answer. It feels seamless, almost instantaneous. But that middle step, that AI analysis, that's where the real magic is happening.
So here's the secret sauce. The reason this app is so reliable isn't just because of one super smart AI. It's because it has a backup. It's like having two different experts on call, working together to make sure you're never left hanging. And here's the breakdown of that system. The app's first attempt goes to its primary expert, an advanced AI model specifically trained on plants. But hey, what if that AI is busy or maybe gets stumped? That's when the backup expert, Google's generative AI, gets tagged in. It's this built-in redundancy that makes the whole thing so incredibly reliable. Okay, so we know it's reliable, but what do you actually get back? Well, identifying the plant is really just the starting point. The real treasure is the incredible amount of information that comes with that ID. And I mean, look at this. You don't just get a name, you get the whole story. The scientific name, its family, where it comes from, how it grows, what it's used for. Even cool, interesting facts. It turns a simple question into a genuine opportunity to learn something new. Now check this out, 75 plus. When I first saw this number, I had no idea what it could be. It's not the number of plants, that's way, way higher. So what is it? Well, it's all about making the app work for everyone. That 75, that's the number of languages. This entire detailed botanical profile we just talked about is available in more than 75 different languages. And this is a huge deal. It means someone in Dhaka can get the info in Bengali, and someone in Nairobi can get it in Swahili. It makes all this knowledge truly global.
All right, let's talk about something we all think about these days. Anytime you've got an app that's using your photos, you have to wonder about privacy. So how does this app handle your data? Well, the approach is actually refreshingly straightforward. The app's official privacy policy says it all, right there in black and white. No data shared with third parties. It's a bold promise. So how do they actually pull that off? The key is something called a local SQLite database. Now, that sounds super technical, I know, but the idea is really simple. Think of it like this. Instead of your photos and search history being sent to some company's server in the cloud, they're stored right here on your own phone. The data never leaves your device. It's that simple. So we have a reliable, smart, multilingual app that actually protects your privacy. You know what the next question has to be, right? How in the world is it free? Let's take a look at the business model that makes it all possible. It's basically a freemium model, but with a really clever twist. For pretty much everyone, the core app is free to use, supported by some standard ads. But then there's this premium option, and it's not for most of us. It's designed for developers or real power users who want to plug in their own custom API key. This lets them bypass the ads and use their own AI access. It's a neat way to serve both casual users and tech enthusiasts. When you step back and look at the whole picture here, the tech, the data, the global access, you realize this is more than just a neat utility. You start to see its potential as a really powerful tool for education and even for conservation. I mean, just think about who benefits from this. Gardeners who find a mystery plant in their flower bed, students who need to identify species for a school project, and, of course, all of us who are just plain curious about the natural world around us. It's a learning tool for literally everyone, and this is where it starts to feel really important.
Because when you can easily put a name to a plant, you start to appreciate it more. It helps you recognize species, understand their native habitats, and ultimately, it fosters a deeper understanding of why biodiversity and conservation matter so much.
So we start with just a simple photo of a leaf, and we end up with this amazing key that unlocks a whole world of botanical knowledge. It really makes you wonder, if we can put a botanist in our pocket, what's next? What other mysteries of our world, from the architecture in our cities to the constellations in the sky, are just waiting to be demystified by the AI we carry around with us every day? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.